When most Americans picture an attack on our country, they imagine missiles, soldiers, or explosions. But today, an enemy doesn't necessarily have to cross our border to bring an American community to its knees. All they need is a computer, internet connection, and access to the systems that we rely on every single day. Since late July, water and waste facilities across at least 12 states have reported cyber incidents. Attackers have gained access to equipment that helps control these systems. They have disrupted operations and, in some communities, contributed to falling water pressure and boil water warnings. Now, think about what that really means, because water isn't a luxury. It is what we drink, it is what we use to prepare our children's food, put out fires, and keep our hospitals operating. If someone can interfere with that system, they aren't simply attacking a computer. They are threatening an entire community. And it doesn't stop with our water either. In Sassoon, California, they were forced to declare a state of emergency after malicious software infected the city's network. Systems supporting 911 routing, police and fire dispatch, public records, and other city services were affected. Emergency calls had to be rerouted through the county while officials shut down the network and began working with federal investigators. Thankfully, officials say emergency services continued and there was no immediate danger to the public. But we also shouldn't wait until there is a tragedy before recognizing there's a warning right in front of us. Now, these attacks, they expose how vulnerable America's local infrastructure has become. Many of our smaller communities still rely on aging equipment. They have limited cybersecurity funding and technology that was never designed to face today's threats. Iranian involvement has been raised as a possibility in the water system attacks, but federal authorities have not publicly confirmed who is responsible. Whoever is behind them, though, they have sent a message. Somebody is testing the doors and they are discovering which ones have been left unlocked. Protecting America is no longer only about securing our borders, skies, and military bases. It means protecting our water, plants, electrical grids, hospitals, emergency communications, and every computer system that keeps our communities functioning. Cybersecurity is national security, because the next attack may not arrive with an explosion. It could begin with a silent computer screen, a disabled 911 system, or a family turning on the faucet and discovering that their water is no longer safe. America, you have been warned, and now our leaders must act before a cyber attack becomes a real-world catastrophe. That is the Reynolds perspective. Thanks for watching and listening. Leave a comment and let me know what you think.
Sources are telling ABC News that federal officials are concerned this morning water and wastewater utilities may have been compromised in as many as a dozen states, in addition to the initial 7 states the hackers targeted. There's no evidence so far of widespread disruptions to water supplies, but some utilities have been forced to operate manually when automated systems were shut down. One of the affected states, Michigan, saying all systems continue to operate safely and there are no known impacts that posed a public health concern. The fear, though, is this is Iran showing how it could retaliate if President Trump further escalates the war. Iran remains the prime suspect behind these cyber attacks, though sources say it's still not confirmed. Officials are assessing whether this could be the work of a different state actor, maybe mimicking Iran to try and influence what the U.S. does next.